From the studios of Foxboro Cable Access, located in the center of Foxborough, Massachusetts, you are watching Around Foxborough.
Welcome to Around Foxborough. My name is Jay Love. I'm your host. Today we have a very exciting guest from Colorado, and his name is Scott Johnson. He's the founder of World Singing Day, which is a nonprofit. So let's introduce Scott. Hi, Scott.
Hey, Jerry. Good to see you.
Good to see you. How are you doing?
I'm doing just fine. Another beautiful day here in Boulder, Colorado.
Wonderful. So welcome to Around Foxborough at Foxboro Cable Access. I know we met through Facebook, and then we worked some project together and stuff. So would you please tell our audience what World Singing Day is?
Well, World Singing Day is kind of what it sounds like. I founded it in 2012, and it's an annual global sing-along to promote community and unity. It's that simple. The idea of bringing people together in communities around the world on the same day each year to through singing together, which is a simple, natural, human act that is just a fun, joyful thing. And this is for everybody. This is not just for experienced singers or musicians. It's intended for everyone. And it's the third Saturday in October each year. And I chose that date because I looked on the international calendar when I first was thinking about this, and there wasn't much happening on the third Saturday in October. It was also close to United Nations Day, which I thought was appropriate. But it was basically chosen because there wasn't much else happening on the international calendar.
And when did you start this nonprofit?
So I founded it in 2012, but actually registered as a 501c3 in 2014.
So each year, the third Saturday in October, what happens?
Well, this year it's October 17th. Normally, and this is not a normal year, but normally communities in different cities and different countries there'll be a local host that organizes this. It could be a choir director or a downtown development organization or something that wants to bring their community together. We'll host a sing-along, a community sing-along. It can be a small thing from just inviting your neighbors and friends and family over to your house or singing in a park or something, or you can do it like we do in Boulder, Colorado, which is we invite the whole community down to the center of town, this pedestrian mall called Pearl Street. And like last year, we had over 1,000 people. And we sing everything from the Beatles to Katy Perry, the latest hits, whatever. We hand out lyric booklets. We turn up speakers and we play the original recordings of the songs that everyone's familiar with. And it's just a joyful, safe, fun environment for everybody of all ages and backgrounds to participate in.
So how can people participate on this coming October World Singing Day?
A couple of things, again, with the pandemic, things are for different. Well, October's still a ways away, so we don't know what the social distancing restrictions or guidelines are going to be. But normally people will go to our website, worldsingingday.org, and you can either be a host. If you'd like to be a host and sign up, we have lots of resources and support to be a host organizer. Or if you don't want to do that, you can see on our global map where events are. Right now it's early. I think there's about 10 cities that are registered right now from, I think there's the one in South Africa and a number in the States and maybe Australia, I forget. But Yeah, so there's basically, well, so you can either host an event yourself and invite your friends and your neighbors or your whole community to come. You can see if there's one in your area and just go attend it. Or you can also, probably the simplest way is we have a song of the year every year, and we invite people to come and to sing that song and to video themselves singing that with other people. Because World Singing Day is about singing with others. That's the key. It's about singing with others. It's not a performance. It's not a competition or anything. It's about building community, and we do it through singing. So we're inviting everybody. So skilled singers and non-skilled singers. So anyway, but we do invite people to sing the same song. And this year it is, the song of the year is What a Wonderful World. And you can actually participate starting now. You can video yourself singing that song along to a track that we have on our website and submit that to us for our, be possibly included in our global montage video that we do after World Singing Day. We actually did something for Earth Day. We used that song, and we got, I'd sent out a request just about 10 days before Earth Day. I had this idea of, well, let's not wait till World Singing Day. Let's especially with this song, because it really it does celebrate the earth and those who live on it. And so we had, within a few days, we had 220 videos sent in from 14 countries, and we put together this wonderful global montage video that I think we'll probably share that with your viewers.
Sure. So you sent us the clip of What a Wonderful World, and then what are other videos. Can you explain what are the videos that we can watch together?
Yeah, another video I sent was, we have a simple theme song called Till the Whole World Sings. I had co-written it with somebody, just a very simple song. The idea is to make it accessible for all singers of different backgrounds, people of different, who, where English is not their first language. And it's a very simple song, and you can also go to the website and download that and sing that song. So there's a video of people in the past singing that song from all over the world, from Africa to North America to Australia and so forth. And one more, I think another video I sent was, I think a sample of what we did here and what we do here in Boulder. It's just a sample of what a sing-along event can look like. And again, when it's done right, it's just pure joy. And it's so fun to see people of all different ages and backgrounds, to see grandparents and grandkids singing the Rolling Stones, I don't get no satisfaction together. It just crosses all generational and background. So that's what's so cool about it.
Great. So let's watch all these videos right now.
I see trees of green and red roses too. I see the blue for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I
think to myself, what a wonderful world.
the colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky,
are also on the faces of people going by.
I see friends far away
Saying, how do you do?
they're really saying, I love you.
I
I hear babies cry.
I watch them grow.
They'll learn much more
than I'll ever know.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Yes, I think to myself,
What a wonderful world.
Et tu chantes pour moi.
I sing to you.
We sing together.
Till the whole world sing.
Thank you all for coming out. We have about 50 events going on around the world right now. You know what this is really about? It's called World Singing Day, but it's really about community. We're building community here. You can feel it. It's great, isn't it? Isn't it great to do this together?
Let's get this party started.
Thank you so much for sharing that video.
Yeah, it's fun to share.
Yes, wonderful. So I know you have different parts of the world participating in it, but how are you increasing the participant each year, and then how did it grow from 2014 till 2020, or maybe last year?
Yeah, just getting the word out slowly but surely, one step at a time. One thing is we are reaching out to other organizations that are into singing. So, like the Barbershop Harmony Society, which is the international organization for barbershop singers. Traditionally, it's been just men, but it's now they're opening to everybody. So they will be inviting their members to participate. Also, Sweet Adelines, which is also another barbershop group, internet for women. It's international, and they have participated in the past and shared things on social media and invited their members to participate either with a song of the year or to host a sing-along in their community. So they're worldwide as well. So they've really been helpful to get the word out. What other? I'm trying to think of some. We're partnering with Minnesota Public Radio and American Public Media. They have a Facebook page called Choral Stream where they share lots of choral music and things. And we're hoping to do something this year. Since we may be limited by gathering together, we were planning to do a 24-hour sing-a-thon, basically, and starting in New Zealand, and the first time zone, and the countries in that first time zone, and we're thinking about starting at 1 o'clock for an hour, and people in that time zone sing. They sing the song of the year. They sing whatever other songs they want to sing. And then in the next hour at 1 o'clock, in the second time zone, they will sing, and it'll go around the world for 24 hours. So kind of a wave of singing around the world, kind of like New Year's Eve, where things start in New Zealand and go to Australia and different places, and then they go around the world. And it's fun to watch that progression. So that's one thing we're doing, and we're hoping to get some national media, and we do advertising on Facebook and so forth to get the word out. It's a great way for the local community groups, or again downtown development organizations, to bring their communities together, also to get a little exposure for your organization if you're organizing one of these sing-alongs, because it's such a feel-good, positive event for everybody. So so we're just it's like reaching out to people like you and others, and helping get the word out.
Yes. So for the first year, how many people participated? And then how many people participated in 2019?
Yeah. So the first year, I was still working this is what I'm doing now all the time for my work. Back then in 2012, I had a full-time job, so I didn't have a lot of time to devote to it. But I called all my musician friends. I also co-founded and ran an organization called the Positive Music Association, which promotes music with positive universal messages. And so I called up a lot of my musician friends around the world and say, hey, would you just sing on this day, and let's help get this started. So the first year, probably 100 people. Second year, probably a couple hundred people. And then I think in 2015, we probably had 1,000 people. And let's see, I know a couple of years ago, the Sweet Adelines International had their international convention that happened to culminate on World Singing Day a couple of years ago, as it does this year as well too. And their whole thousands of people in the auditorium that came to this international convention sang our song of the year. And so anyway.
So it grew to maybe 1,000, 2,000?
So last year I think we probably had 10,000 people participate.
10,000.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And the idea is basically kind of double that every year.
Do you have any goal? So this October, so you're doing 24-hour sing-a-thon for the first time, and then maybe having more people from all over the world participate in 24 hours flame. So what's your maybe goal? What maybe 20,000 or I don't know.
It's basically to double it every year. So 20,000, I think 10,000 was the estimate from last year, and so 20,000 would be this year, and we might spend more energy making it this more of an online virtual experience with social distancing things. But we'll still have to wait. But that's we're going to do some type of a global sing-a-thon this year. So the goal is to have millions of people eventually doing this every year, and have this be like an international holiday, like Mother's Day or Earth Day, where everybody just knows about it and they sing with people in their community for the pure joy of it, and also to promote a little unity and community.
So Scott, what is a website that people can visit and then learn about it? Do you have a website, Facebook, Instagram?
Yeah, all those things. Just go to worldsingingday.org. You can see videos, you can find out a little bit more about our background, you can find out more about hosting an event and what that entails, and certainly ask questions, and frequently asked question page and things like that. We also have a Facebook page, just World Singing Day, Instagram, all of that. And so people can find out about us pretty easily.
So worldsingingday.org.
Correct. Right.
Great. So what is the joy of seeing this event that you created, the day that you created, and then seeing it grow, and just to maybe connect people singing in one day a year? How do you feel when it's happening?
It's so cool to see how this has been growing, and it's an evergreen event. It happens every year, and I think the idea is so strong. It's such a simple but profound idea. Let's have a safe, positive human experience that people can share together. And I think with that kind of shared experience of something positive, it just naturally breaks down walls and gets us out of our differing beliefs and all that stuff, and we can relate more as human beings, just human beings going through life like everybody else is. But it's very rewarding to see something like this take off. People have asked me, so why did you come? Where did the idea come from and stuff? And I don't know, it's been a kind of a natural progression ever since I started writing music when I was a teenager. Music was my way of getting in touch with that wiser, more joyful part of myself. And I think that's what World Singing Day does. It gets people in touch with that joyful part of themselves, and also connects them with not only with a deeper part of themselves, but with other people around them. So as a musician yourself, you know how powerful and joyful and meaningful music is. And
yes.
It's trite to say that it's an international language, but it is. And I can't think of a better way to bring people together and to experience this kind of joy than singing together.
Wonderful. So for instance, if I want to host the event, how long would be the event? So on October 17th, you said this year. So would it be an hour, 2 hours, or a whole day?
I would probably suggest if it was your first year, maybe try an hour. And it's good idea to try to partner with some local organizations, maybe start with some local community choirs or something, and see if they can get on board and maybe bring their members down. We invite local community groups, usually community choirs and different to come. We have a little stage, and they're there just basically, again, it's not a performance, but they're there just to kind of encourage and enroll the audience in singing together and to share their enthusiasm for it. So that's just it's a good way. It's a good idea to. So anyway, maybe an hour. We do an hour and a half here in Boulder, and that seems like a good time frame. Not too short, not too long. A lot of upbeat kind of music that a lot of people are familiar with. Again, we usually have a couple of Beatles songs. We have some latest hits, and not every great hit song is a great sing-along song. It's usually songs with fewer words that and it's easy to sing along to, no matter what your background is in singing. And so yeah, I would usually get a few people together that are enthusiastic about what you're doing to form a little committee. And again, it could be as simple as we've also hosted, my wife and I have hosted some sing-along parties just in our house here before, and or for our cul-de-sac out here. Very simple, just get some speakers, print out some lyric sheets, and sing along to songs that most everyone's familiar with. And so that's a good place to start. You get, start small and watch it grow. I think our first year in Boulder, the first actual public sing-along, we had about 500 people. We printed 500 lyric booklets. Let's see, I don't have one handy right now, but we passed those out for free. And again, we invited some local. There was a local. The Boulder Chorale was celebrating, I believe, their 50th anniversary, and so they wanted to be a part of this World Singing Day, and so. It was a good way for them to celebrate their 50th anniversary with that. So, yeah.
So my next question is, say, for instance, if we were to host something in Foxborough on our World Singing Day, how do we know that we are really connected to this big day in all over the world? Because I feel like if we're just like singing, it's just singing. But how would you solve that problem of like maybe it's like everywhere and happening?
Right. Well, I think just knowing that it's happening everywhere and sharing that with the people that come and sing and say, hey, this is happening around the world. You're part of something big here. I think that in itself is pretty cool. And we do want to eventually have it so and we can do this virtually with our sing-a-thon this year, where we'll have places on, either be hosted on Facebook or something, where we have these different live feeds coming in of people singing from different places in the world. There's some technological challenges with all of that stuff, but I think technology is advancing all the time, and I think eventually I don't know if we're going to do it this year or not, but to sing the same song, it'd be the song of the year, singing the same song at the same time. That's a challenge with different time zones, but that's another way we're thinking of really connecting people, where we could have live feeds of people singing from around the world, the same song at the same time. It's challenging with the lag time and stuff on video and so forth. But that's where we're headed, and
sure.
But it really is a local experience. It's both a local and a global experience. So first, we want to have the local people feeling connected by singing in their communities, and if we can get, we've talked about in Boulder here get a big giant screen where we do our sing along and having live feeds coming in from Australia or Africa or someplace, but.
Yes, I think it's possible.
We'll get there eventually, sooner or later.
Well, Scott, thank you so much for joining Around Foxborough today from Boulder, Colorado. Yeah. And it's very nice to video chat and then see your face. Finally, we've been talking on the phone and did the podcast and stuff. It's a wonderful idea and a wonderful organization, and then bringing people together, especially on these current days of what's going on in the world.
And this year could be just a great time for this.
Yes.
Where people are really longing to be connected. And we're just getting so tired of all this conflict. And it's just like, it's so much easier if we just get along. And if we can have an experience like this where people really experience it, not in their heads, but in their hearts and their bodies, like singing can do.
Yes.
It could be a very powerful day this year.
Great. Well, thank you so much again for joining us.
Thank you, Jerry. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. And thank you to our audience for watching another episode of Around Foxborough. My name is Julie Love. We have Michael Weber as our executive director and Paul Beck as our director for the show. And we will see you at another episode. But if you missed the past episode, go to fcatv.org and click on Around Foxborough. See you next time.